Welcome to the VIP section.
Sheababy, y'all. 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 Sheababy, y'all.
Yes. Yes, sir. I don't know what's going on, man. The TV was acting up. Let's get to it, though. What's going on with y'all? Happy Mondays. Okay, there we go. There we go. We are live in effect. I get that money. What's popping? Oh, everything is lovely today. Sound and everything is good. We are lit. Yes, sir.
Sheababy.
What it is, baby. Kiss. Shout out to Sheababytv, the hottest shit on the internet. Giving flowers, showing love, no hate, no sucky shit.
Shout out to everybody pulling up. We got a good show today, of course. It's Monday. Niche should be pulling up today. I spoke to her earlier. She had been handling some things early during the day, but she is definitely always down with the family. You already know the vibes. Shout out to Nishi.
Sheababy.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get into the show, man. Let's get right to it, man. We on it early today, man. We are on it early. Let's start off with this.
And create a Dipset sweater under his brand is unbelievable. Come on, man. If you was one of them dudes back in the days that listened to hip hop, you already knew what the vibes was. To keep it real with you, I kind of felt like Camron gave Kanye West a chance, because at that time I felt like Kanye West was trying to become a rapper and get out of people just recognizing him as just being a producer. And look what Camron did. You know, did a song with him, and it's probably one of the hottest songs of the summer. I can't lie. It was definitely fire. So for Kanye West to create a Dipset sweater, that's legendary, and that's facts.
Yes, sir, and that's facts. You know, I saw that on YouTube earlier today, man. I think that's fire, man. I think that's classic shit. You know, if we take it back, go way back to, I think, early 2000s when Kanye West and Camron first got together. Pause. You know, they did. I think the name of the song was called "Down Bottom" or something like that. Yeah, that song was fire. So I guess they always had a relationship. Now you gotta remember they was both on the rock. NBA, what's goody, my boy? Marquis, what's good?
Yeah, Sheababy.
Yes, sir, we are here. It's early. Hopefully we have a good show. Get it lit. Yeah. NBA, we talking this early. Let me go back to it. You know, your boy Kanye West got a Dipset sweater.
and create a Dipset sweater under his brand is unbelievable. Come on, man. If you was one of them dudes back in the days that listened to hip hop, you already knew what the vibes was. To keep it real with you, I kind of felt like Camron gave Kanye West a chance, because at that time I felt like Kanye West was trying to become a rapper and get out of people just recognizing him as just being a producer. And look what Camron did. You know, did a song with him, and it's probably one of the hottest songs of the summer. I can't lie. It was definitely fire. So for Kanye West to create a Dipset sweater, that's legendary, and that's facts.
Yes, sir.
Sheababytv.
Yeah, NBA, that's what we started the day off with, man. That's some good smoke, man. You know, like I said, Kanye West, he's one of the, you know, I want to say biggest fashion, you know, icon dudes there is, I guess, out right now. So for him to make a Dipset sweater is going to be crazy. Now, people say, yeah, all he did, you know, is going to throw a little Dipset logo on a little plain little black hoodie or something. Yeah, but come on. We all know, you know, this is what I think. Let me show you. I did have a picture of something that people on Instagram thinking that that's a sweater. That is not the sweater. Nobody knows what the Dipset sweater looks like. Jen Ramirez, what's goody, boo?
Sheababytv.
Nobody knows what the sweater actually looks like. You know what I'm saying? But the sweater will be coming out soon, I guess. I guess you saw a picture of, I got that picture right here, of Jim Jones and Kanye West out in London. I think they were in Japan. So from there, this was this morning. I guess they'll reveal when the sweater comes out. But as you can see, let me see if I can blow it up. Kanye West has on a Dipset sweater right there. Or is that a chain? It looks like a chain that he has on. That's a fact. Got the belt on, all of that. You see it? It's crazy. So I can't lie. I like the fact that Jim Jones and Dipset is moving right now. They definitely moving. You know what I'm saying? They definitely moving. Oh, let me shrink that. Why did that get so big? Y'all like, yo, what's up? That's it. All in shape face like that. Yeah. That's a fact. All right. So we had that. Then we had the Eagles. Blow the whistle. Hey, hey, hey. I go on and on. Hey, let's get hurt. Let's go on. Hey, hey. I had something to say about that.
Who would I like to see win? Well, I can't lie. I would like to see Philadelphia Eagles get a ring. You know, Mahomes won a couple rings already. And hell, I can't lie. Your man Gilly the Kid, he campaigned the hell out of the Eagles, man. He deserved it. Walking around with the big doofy hat, with the little midget, you know, doing the boom, 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 dance and all that. I can't lie. I hope Gilly get the ring. It's going to be a good one, though. You know what I mean? And then you get to see Gilly walk into the locker room at the end of the game. You know, it's funny how social media people have now became bigger than, you know, pause than the...
Bitch! Ha!
Sheababytv.
That's a fact. Yeah, so Gilly, I would like to see Philly get the chip. But I know for a fact that the Chiefs will win that, because I know that they want the NFL three-peat. They want Taylor Swift, you know, the whole everything. We got Kendrick Lamar coming in. It's just the story looks better with Mahomes winning it.
Sheababytv.
You know what I mean? The story just looks better with Mahomes. And I know the refs are going to cheat. I know the garbage. know it. I just know how it flows.
Sheababytv.
I know how it gets down. That's a fact. All right, so let's get into some smoke, man. Let's see where we at with it. Set it off with that. All right. You know what? This is good. We can start here. Kanye West's daughter, North. She raps in Japanese. Let me let y'all hear that. She did a little Japanese song. It's crazy. In Japan, you know, they just doing what they want. So she's an artist now, and she does a song with an artist out in Japan. Let's see. North, West, song in Japanese. It popped right up. Nasty work. All right, here we go. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Shout out to everybody pulling up. Let's get it. Hit them like buttons too.
Her chapter in her music career. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's daughter is flexing her bilingual skills on FK Twigs.
North West is making waves with her rap in Japanese on FKA Twigs' latest album, Eusexua. The track Childlike Things has fans excited about her rising musical career. Working on her debut album with Kanye West, North proves she's ready.
This is crazy. They just blogging on anything.
North West is making.
Let's see. Hold on. Crazy. Crazy. Ha! Konnichiwa.
Sheababytv.
Konnichiwa.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Konnichiwa.
Nasty work. Nasty. Tiny. Crazy. Yo, look. If you can do it, do it. You know, I'm not gonna say it sounds trash. It's definitely different. Konnichiwa.
Sheababytv.
Konnichiwa. Kanye West is wild. So, let's keep it on Kanyeezy. So, Kanye West, it seems like he picks a side with Jim Jones over the Camron beef pause.
Sheababytv.
Let's see what they saying out there. Kanye West picks a side. Jim Jones. Let's see what that is. Konnichiwa. It's crazy. Let me see. There's a lot of smoke out there too. Okay, here goes. Let's go right here. Let's start here first today. Let's start here first with this Joel Santana. He talks about the truth on the Jim Jones rant. Let's talk about that.
BMF, I think they was from St. Louis. I'm not sure. I don't know where they was from, but a certain fraction, or certain members of BMF.
Okay, so I got it. He's talking about, okay, remember when, I guess, Camron on his show, he talked about the day when, I guess, BMF pulled the burner out on Jim Jones. And he said Jim Jones ran to the beach and all of that, and Jim Jones said that never happened. So let's see what the real truth is, what Joel said.
I mean, a certain fraction unit or whatever, you know what I'm saying, was pouring champagne over the balcony. The champagne got on us, you know what I'm saying? A couple niggas from out the crew ran upstairs, you know what I mean? I think somebody got stabbed. I think one of the dudes got stabbed, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken. Cool. Follow up. The next day, we got a show with Fat Joe at one of these clubs in Miami. We had the show, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, we see all these BMF flags up in the air. Mad niggas with mean mugs just holding a BMF flag. We're like, what the f***, who is these niggas? You know what I'm saying? And now, mind you, right? Prior to this, right? We used to go to different, like, the internet wasn't big, so we used to go to different towns. We would go to Philly, stay for a month, give out our mixtapes, try to take the town over, kind of like let our presence be felt, go to the next town. You know what I'm saying? That's how Cam was doing it. That's how we were really getting strong in these cities. Go to Ohio, go to Chicago, go to Atlanta. So, mind you, we were just in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Don Cooper, what's goody, my boy?
Rest in peace, Chubby Baby. We were just in Atlanta, right? You know, that's where BMF, that's where they had a stronghold on at that time. We were just in Atlanta. I was hanging with one of the dudes from BMF the whole time. I didn't know it. A dude named Ill. He was like a real heavy member in BMF. You know what I'm saying? If you know you know who Ill is. He just came home too. Shout out to Ill.
Hold on, let me go grab the picture so we know what we doing here. All right, we back.
You know what I mean? So, go back to the story in Miami, right? Mind you, they holding up all these flags in the club. Be like, who the fuck is these niggas? Fat Joe and them condo, that's them BMF niggas, which I got problems with them niggas. Be like, nah, we don't really know. They look. Somebody recognized them guys from the club last night because they must have seen the guys that was in the club with them. Cool. Tied two and two together. This is them niggas from, you know, the fucking the club. You go back up to the hotel. Now mind you, I'm the first one. Me, my man Black Dawn, and a couple of us, we the first, we literally like right, and Chubby Baby. We right there in the front of the hotel. So the Palms is like this, right? This is the front of the hotel. Then the Palms got a long walkway. Then the actual hotel is back here. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the front where everybody, the strip, where everybody's walking on South Beach. Oh, you gotta walk all the way in here, maybe about 30 to 50 feet before you get to the hotel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe long, maybe about 100 feet before you get to the hotel. You know what I'm saying? So mind you.
Shout out to everybody pulling up, smash them like buttons. It's lit today.
Trying to get the girls on the strip to get somebody to go back to the room. Jim and his crew they already almost like in the hotel.
Yeah, that's Joel's talking. It's a new interview that came out this weekend. That's a fact, Harlem.
A couple of his guys are lingering outside, but Jim is like in the hotel in the lobby talking to somebody. Cam is like outside his car is parked off to the side. You know what I'm saying? So Cam's car is parked off to the side, you know, and he's like in between the cars talking to whoever he's talking to. You know what I'm saying? So the guys pull up, the BMF guys, they looking all around us, you know what I'm saying? So my man Chubbs hit me. My man Chubbs tapped me like, yo, back up, Jewels. You know what I'm saying? So I get behind my man Chubbs and my man Blackadon. They're like, yo, get behind me. See what these niggas trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So.
Listen, paying for it.
Oh, that's crazy. Hold on, we getting there.
We backing up because we like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them. We trying to figure out what the, you know what I'm saying? So, boom. As they all mount up, I'm literally the first one they could get to, me. You understand what I'm saying? I see the nigga Ill, the dude that I just told you about, that I was hanging out with, and me and my man Chubby Baby, we was hanging out with him the whole time in Atlanta. You understand what I'm saying? He sees me, but he got this mean mug on his face, like, I'm like, yo, we was just together. Even Chubbs, like, we know this, but he got this mug, like, you know what I'm saying? All them niggas, boom. They rush. So we backing up, but they rush us so fast, like me and Chubbs and Black didn't even really have time to do nothing. So they was on us. If they wanted us, they would have got us. They kind of ran right by me and my man Chubbs. So I guess Ill must have told them, like, not Jewels or not Chubby Baby. You know what I mean? They ran right by, they rush. You know what I'm saying? So that's, everybody's running now. They just rushing, this man rushing. I'm backing up, but they done ran by me already. You know what I'm saying? Cool. They ran by me. Cam's off to the side right here in between his car. I honestly don't even think they saw Cam, but it doesn't matter because they didn't want Cam. They only wanted Jim and his peoples, bro. So boom. They run.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Cam's right here in the corner. I don't think they was even paying that much attention. One of Cam had the security with him. They pulled out my man James was there. He pulled out the burner kind of same way, you know, push Cam behind him. We always get behind the nigga that got the, you know what I'm saying? That's going, you know what I'm saying? Let it go. Whoever's got the upper hand at that time. Stand behind him, boom. So I think they running straight to get in the hotel. They looking for Jim. So a couple of the guys that was there, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say whatever happened, happened. You know what I'm saying? But as far as Jim though, like, I can't say Jim ran because I didn't see Jim run. To my knowledge, just about the whole event, Jim was already in the hotel. That's why they didn't get nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Jim was already in the hotel going to the, so I don't even think Jim saw the whole commotion happening like that. Like Jim was already, like, Jim was going already. He was in, it wasn't like on no running. Jim didn't even, I mean, we were already back at the hotel. So that's my take of the story. You understand what I'm saying? Some niggas ran, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it to say who, but some niggas, I know, shout out my man Black Dawn. That's all I'm gonna say. BMF know my man Black Dawn. You know what I'm saying? And make a long story short, shout out to my man Sheik Luch. He called Meech or whoever he called. He's my man. You know, they was a fraction of Newark niggas that we was tied to up here in New York, and they had ties with BMF. And you know what I'm saying? We just squashed that whole shit. Like I said, them niggas ill knew Chubby Baby. I mean, it was just so many. It was a lot of different ties we had that to each other that we just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So you had a lot of different niggas calling, trying to. So whoever squashed the situation, to my knowledge, it was my man Daddy O Sheik from Newark. You know what I'm saying? He fully squashed the situation. You know what I'm saying? Next day, had everybody meet up and everything was all good. So, but yeah, that's how that BMF situation happened. But, you know, my man Black was tight. My man Black Dawn wound up going back up to the BMF, to the hotel they was at. You know what I'm saying? Just to like, cause he was just so mad that shit happened. Like, nah, like that. Like, niggas don't run down on us, man. But you know,
It's crazy.
whatever, that everything wound up being cool. So, and you know what I mean? It happened. Men respect men at the end of the day. So a situation happened, you know what I mean? And you know, got through it. But when you see 50 niggas, like, I don't give a I'm talking about a real 50 niggas too. Like, you gotta think these niggas had niggas from mad different towns. And this was Miami during Memorial Weekend. So all of the crews was out there, whether it was the St. Louis BMF niggas and the you know what I mean?
That's a fact. He telling straight facts.
In Miami when it was prime time, the years when it was like, you had to be somebody to go out there, and BMF was somebody, and we was somebody, so we was all out there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like, you know what I mean? It was just like, it's like a clash that could have went somewhere else, but you know, by the grace of God, it didn't. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Everybody wound up respecting the situation and just how it played out, and understanding that, all right, come on, man, we gonna be running across each other. We got too many men, good men that know each other, that f with each other. So, all right, this ain't really about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Jim's held his own through many situations. So, I mean, to my knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So, it's not about, in that situation, like I said, Jim was already in the hotel. Because he just was the first one probably to get back to the hotel from where we was at. And he might have had you know what I mean? He might have just been going to his room for whatever reason already. Like, he was already in the hotel. I was
Chill on the relay real. What up, fam?
the car he was in, you know what I'm saying?
We talking to Dipset, Smoke, Kanye West. We on a lot of things this morning. Pause.
Hotel had a long walkway. All the cars were parked to the side, and then you walk straight in, and then the hotel was in the back here. Everybody know the Palms on Miami Beach. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's right there on the strip. You're
Told you been to the Palms in Miami? He's saying that you know, that's where he just told a story about when BMF ran down on them. He said that they ran right by him and all of them. They ran straight looking for Jim. He said they saw him and it was like, yo, what up, Jewels? And then, like, keep it moving, looking straight for Jim. That's crazy. Because I remember back in them days, remember Jewels used to come running in the club, running in the couches. Jewels used to be running around with a lot of Jewels. A lot of niggas wanted to run around with Jewels at that time in the club. That's a fact. They did. So like he said, he told a story earlier that he was just chilling with some nigga. Yeah, because Jewels was him. You know what I mean? He was doing his thing. The young boy at Dipset. The females wanted to rock with him. So, he ran around with a lot of different people in the club. So he said they ran right by him. What up, Jewels? Yes, Sheababytv. I guess fire though. Hold on. So he got more to say though. Jewels was outside this weekend. I gotta give it to him. He talks right here. He talks the real reason they got problems, Camron and Jim Jones.
Oh man, I definitely don't. It's not something I condone, or I think, you know what I mean. I'm rooting for. I'm sitting there watching and happy that it's going on. I'm definitely not at all. Both of them are still my brothers at the end of the day. So, with that being said, I definitely don't like what's going on. I never liked it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wins when the family fuse. You heard? So no matter what we going through behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? But,
I agree.
Things happen, and social media is so powerful and so strong now that, sometimes things spill over. You know what I'm saying? And you have situations like you have now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
When I was looking at Cam interview with 50, he said that there was internal issues going on with Dipset when 50 brought Shoe and Jim Jones out of the show. Out of curiosity, what's the backstory behind that? Y'all coming out that 50 show?
Well, the Cam and 50, the Cam and 50 beef was like a public display. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was from the radio, Hot 97. You know what I'm saying? 50 went up there and said some things, you know what I'm saying, about Koch and them being a
classic epic days. Those were the best time of hip hop. You feel me?
And that, that led to the whole Curtis situation that Cam was doing. You know what I'm saying? And the songs got
Curtis!
Both sides from Cam and Fifth, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's how that went. I don't know the timeline. I can't recall the timeline because I'm bad with that, of when 50 reached out. If it was really at that time, you know what I'm saying, of that specific incident, but whatever, 50 did reach out and Jim did go on stage. And me as a brother, I mean, Jim had Ballin' out at the time, which Ballin' was the #1 record, you know what I'm saying, everywhere. So, just like we support each other, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was taught. I was always like the young brother. I'm supporting my brothers by any means necessary. So, and
that's a fact.
Even if Cam would have went to do that show, I would have went with Cam. You know what I'm saying? The same way Jim went to do the show and I went with Jim. That's my brother. He going to do a show with G-Unit. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know these niggas like that. Anything could pop off. You know what I mean? It's never the artist. You know what I'm saying? It's never probably gonna be the 50 Cents, the Lloyd Banks or the Tony Ayos, but you know what I mean? They known to travel with a million niggas, especially at this time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm holding my brother down by any means necessary on stage.
That's a fact.
And just in case, you know what I'm saying? We gotta move as a unit all the time. That's what I was taught. We gotta, you know what I'm saying, no matter what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I try to always move. You know what I mean? And do things. You know what I'm saying? I try not to let so much spill over, but Cam and Jim history go back before me. You understand what I'm saying? Like Cam and when I met Cam and Jim, they were super close. So I honestly don't really know.
My biggest concern when I was thinking of...
That's crazy. So he did, I always wanted to know that. So he did meet, he comes on after Jim and Cam. That's crazy. So y'all can't front. Y'all can't lie why Jim is mad. Jim been around since day one. Yeah. He's around before Jewels.
Jim being from the Bronx and all that. You know what I'm saying? When I met them, they was in 5H, which is, you know what I'm saying, Jim's apartment. And that's, like, I guess that time was after all the stuff Cam had said already with the Children of the Corn and Jim, whatever he said. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when I got there, Cam and Jim was like this, super tight. Mace wasn't even in the picture. I don't know Mace like that. You know what I'm saying? Every time I seen Mace, it's been a mutual, you know what I'm saying, respect there. So, you know, that's what that's been as far as me and Mace. You know what I'm saying? As far as yeah, when I met Cam and Jim, they were already Trump tight and locked in. You understand what I'm saying? The Diplomats was already a name they had. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit there and claim I made the dip, so that's not something I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I made Dipset though. The actual the two. Yeah, I did that. You know what I'm saying?
That was your idea?
Hey, yeah, it don't matter. Yeah, it just like shit I said in a rhyme. A lot of things I used to say in the rhymes used to just stick sometimes, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's just something we'll say. Like, even like words like the Goonies and shit like that, those are words we said in rhymes and then they just stuck out. We'll wind up saying them, you know what I'm saying, as slogans and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So Dipset was saying, you know, as members, you know what I'm saying? You know, we was members repping heavy, you know what I'm saying, at the time. So, you know, our set, that was everything. You know what I'm saying? What was your set? Was set you claiming. You know what I'm saying? Was set you claiming. You know what I'm saying? That was a big thing in New York. You know what I'm saying? Especially around that time, you know, you had the Bloods was, you know what I mean? We was real heavy. You know what I'm saying? And that, and you know, everything was about the set. So I think I said something like Dipset or Dip is my set, some shit like that. But yeah, like I said, the Diplomats was already made, you know what I'm saying? I just came and added my sauce and my swag to the movement. But yeah, Cam and Jim was already kind of locked in. They was in 5H, which was Jim's house in Harlem, you know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know what I mean? We used to smoke all day and just talk about how big we gonna fucking be. You know what I'm saying? I used to take the cab down to Jim's spot. I ain't lie. I used to take the cab down there and they have no money to even get back. You know what I'm saying? Back uptown some nights. You know what I'm saying? So
Crazy.
like I was young. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know, just trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know.
I got you. So that's the reason why you was at 50 show. You was supporting Jim Jones.
Yeah, to read that's my brother. I would have been at the show if it was Freaky Zeke there. You know what I'm saying? And he had the dope biggest song out. I'd have been there to, you know what I mean? To just support and show that unity. You know what I'm saying?
But you would admit that, you know, it did look a little crazy, right? You going on stage with 50 while, you know, him and Cam is beefing.
See, that's what I'm saying. The beef was internal at that time. This wasn't the loud beef that was going on. You know what I'm saying? This beef was the internal beef. You know what I'm saying? So I think Cam, and this is what I'm thinking. I don't know. I think Cam in his mind was asking 50, like, how did you even know we were kind of like eternally beefing? You know what I'm saying? Which I don't think 50 knew. You know what I'm saying? I think, like I said, Jim just had the hot record at the time. You know what I mean? Cam, they had their words or whatever. No, it might have been, because you're right. This one, I think this one 50 said I like Jim better. So it was around the time. You're right. So I'm wrong. You're right. This was around the time after they had the argument. So what you asking me is, do I think it was wrong for Jim to go on stage?
Yeah, for the people out there that's saying that.
I mean, nah. I mean, you know, like I said, it was a big platform. You know what I mean? Niggas know what this is about. Ain't nobody shed no blood. Look at right now. You got Fat Joe. All the people that 50 beef with, he's not beefing with no more, besides Ja Rule. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Jim just was smart enough to do it quicker. You know, they say time heals all wounds. So people usually let years and years and years go by. Jim, you know what I mean? He saw his moment. He saw his moment, and he saw that 50 had a platform at the time that was.
Shout out to Louisiana in the house. What's goody? DT, what's popping?
So to perform a song which was the biggest song out right now in front of a crowd that we are not normally in front of, you understand what I'm saying? I don't think it was the worst thing. Like Jim knew that it wasn't no bloodshed, you know what I'm saying? And Jim was smart enough to know, I think, all right, this is not even that serious. Like we at the time, I knew people in Queens, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like the Cam, and you see, look at him and Cam right now, they're on the platform. So obviously the beef wasn't that serious. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Maze and Cam is definitely on the platform together.
Settle their differences. Why is it cool to see Cam and 50 now, but it wasn't cool to see Jim and 50 then? You understand what I'm saying? That Jim and Cam is beefing now, right? So y'all say, okay, so why is 50 on? You understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. It's just people like to pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? People got their favorites even in the groups, man. It's always been like that. So now when the group clash, it's like, you know, people want to take, I think the bullshit. Like if y'all really want to see niggas, you know what I'm saying, move as a unit, don't be taking this. Even if you like Cam more than you like Jim more than you like Cam, you know what I'm saying? It's Dipset, you know what I'm saying? So you know when you see them going at it, you know what you're seeing, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is, you know, that the egg on and shit like that, like I'm definitely not gonna be the one to egg it on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could be the one to, you know what I mean, resolve it. I ain't gonna say that, but I definitely ain't gonna be the one to egg it on and you know. But you know, I get it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody, you know, be on this. They don't want people saying their names in interviews. You know what I'm saying? But now people got these platforms where, you know, they asking people. So it's like a thin line. So then you got Jim, like, it's just like people say, you can't respond. Even though Jim wasn't attacked, his name was mentioned. You understand what I'm saying? So now it opens the door for Jim to say something back. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? With these podcasts and shit like that. So it opens the door, and Jim chose to, you know, say why niggas was on his dick. You know what I'm saying? That's how Jim.
All right, so listen, it's crazy. So the whole thing is, it seems like Jewel's, and then I heard Jim Jones, and we're gonna play that in a second, right after this, while we on this right now. Pause. Jim Jones went on a platform this weekend too. He also was talking like he want to end all of this. He's saying that he used all of this for marketing schemes, kinda. Let me get to that. I think it's right here too. I think it's right here. Let me see. Okay, now here's Jim Jones' side of the story. When he say Big Meech booked them and 20 dudes hopped out on him.
Now, you know, one of the things that he brought up that I wanted to ask you about was the whole BMF situation. You know, I think you touched on it before in previous interviews.
Yeah, I talked about this. We talked about this plenty of times. Shouts to BMF, shouts to Meech to see that he's home. I know I haven't spoke to him, but I do have a relationship with him. I've talked to him a bunch of times while he was incarcerated. Through numerous mutual people, you know how this shit go. But I'm glad to see it back. I'm glad to see he made it back to his family. Now he can switch it over and make a new empire out of all the things that he's done in his past and shit like that. It seems to be doing pretty good. As they have the BMF show, which everybody loves. The story's a dope story. Me and myself, I've seen the story in real time. I mean, in real time, like on planes, trains, and automobiles with these guys. Like,
It's crazy.
With them through the time of us all balling.
Smash them like buttons too. We outside today.
In hip hop and things like that.
DTP, I see you. Red Tiffany, I see you. West Coast, what's goody?
Guys, like you dig, and shouts to Baby Blue, RP Baby Blue. He's not talked about enough when they say BMF, and I do hope when they continue to do the story that they have a whole season with Baby Blue, because he definitely was the.
Hold on, let me go grab the pic. Hold on. All right, we back.
Golden child of the whole BMF. Like, he could do no wrong. He went to college, graduated from college, called me when he got his first Porsche truck, said he had his initials in the floor mats and shit like that. Like, So you know, I've seen some shit in their history, like of what people was talking about. Like I remember Baby Blue picking me up, and I told people the story before. I go to LA, I end up being in a hotel that was more suited for the LGBT community. If those are the proper initials, I don't never want to put nobody out there, but they said it was more suited for that. I remember Baby Blue calling, you know how we talk, yo, you gotta get out of there. I'm like, oh, yo, yeah, he was laughing, he pulled up in his Porsche. I don't know if that was the Porsche you was talking about, but when the Porsche Cayennes was hot, it had all the turbos and shit like that. We had one too, shout out to Slicey. And he was like, yo, I'm gonna put you in one of the cribs, and until tomorrow you go check into another hotel. So he drove me to a mansion, a retarded mansion. He was like, yo, here the keys. This is the old mansion. We got the new mansion up the block. If you need us for anything, just hit us. You're here by yourself. You can do whatever. So the magnitude of how they was playing, they had empty mansions and shit like that in LA. You heard? So, but yeah, shouts to BMF. I mean, shouts to those guys. Shouts to Blue though. Me and Blue definitely, all type of shit me and Blue been through. We did bunch of fun nights in Miami, Atlanta, all over the country and shit like that.
Facts, Blue Da Vinci.
Blue, man, I can't say nothing bad about him and shit like that, man. But everybody over there, man, we've been around, man. I can tell you that era was something to be there to see. I mean, it wasn't on Instagram. I wish we had some Instagram moments to go back and watch, because boy, balling on the highest level. I haven't seen too many people do it like that. And out in the public, outside with it, like really touching the people. Like, you know, there's a lot of stars out here that's doing it, but it was a different type of movement. You know what I mean? Like, it's just different. When that Dirty Money looking so good, you know what I mean? They had this shit on tilt when they was in the streets. Or shouts to Daddy O, man. That whole situation, I can't say this when
All right, y'all, we just talking about that Joel Santana. He was telling the story about the BMF. He said that Jim wasn't even outside. He didn't see Jim running to no beach. You know what Camron said? He ran to the waters. You ran to the waters. He said it never happened.
Daddy O was there, man. He like, yo, young fella, pull up. We gonna put this thing together, young fella. You know my guys. Anybody know Daddy O, they know how he talk and shit like that. So Daddy O was the one that mended all that whole shit. And that's how I got to meet Meech and forge a relationship with him from that meeting in the hotel that Blue was talking about on his interview.
How'd that conversation with Meech go?
Fun. I started laughing like, you remind me of me when I was younger. Just go crazy. I'm with that type of shit. Like, it was a bunch of bosses. Like, I'm in a meeting with a real bunch of bosses. Like, you dig, like, that really push buttons around the whole country at that time and shit like that. Like, that shit wasn't worried about nothing. I didn't have an entanglement with Meech himself. You know what I mean? It was people that was a part of BMF, maybe, I don't know, you know what I mean?
These go to popping the bottles. They go upstairs and they get their bottles and they start popping the bottle and doing all this dumbass shit that we never did. This shit is shaking the bottle, letting it squirt. So the shit is coming down and Jim Jones them is walking in the club and the champagne is coming down. And they looking up like, what the? And the champagne just wet them all up and shit. And however that happened, I wasn't there for that. But they supposed to have ran up the stairs. Jim Jones then went upstairs and got it popping. They cut one of the homies from making $150 to pop, like on the arm or something. Damn. They had a big ass fight with Jim Jones and them that night, right? And then so they come to the house all mad, leaking and shit, blood and shit. Like, man, we just got into it with Jim Jones, them niggas and blue. And Meech like this. Here go Meech. He was like, shit, man, I told you we wasn't going out. I told niggas. That's exactly why I said we ain't going no motherfucker with. We gonna have to fuck some up, cause you wanna go out. Them that did it the right way though, cause they had made the right phone calls. They talked to the right. They had people that knew people, or they themselves actually probably knew a little bit. Knew people from our side, so was able to speak with his Muslim Mafia brothers that was speaking on behalf of Dipset, now Camron actually at that point in time, because Jim Jones came to the meeting the next day. Cam just didn't come, but Capo came. But Cam didn't come to the actual meeting that we had, sat down and ate the fish and shit at the hotel like gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of niggas, big old table, Meech, all these niggas, these bosses, the Muslim Mafia bosses, Meech them. I was in that Some of the real reputable homies was around the table and shit. We ate, broke bread, and they squashed that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and then me and Capo have been cool ever since. You know what I'm saying? We still cool as far as I'm concerned to this day. You know, I was running around with that heavy when I first moved to Miami, matter of fact.
And then I remember, remember being booked in Atlanta. Tell you how life is funny. Just after that, being booked in Atlanta, me and my man Snags go down there. And then I know things were still in the air, even though we squashed it. So I got 2 armed security with me. Go to the club, me in the club, and I told the story a bunch of times too. And I had BMF in the building. It felt like the music stopped. They literally had like 200 with them. I was like, ooh, I was looking at my man Snags like we cooked. They set us up. They booked us. But Misha had booked me just come hang out and party. When his security came over, was like, yo, Misha wanna holler at you. You gotta tell your security to go home because they ain't gonna last in here. Dead face. I was like, oh, shit. Remember Cash was out telling me, yo, bro, you might as well go home. This shit ain't gonna work for y'all. I went over there. Misha's like, oh, Misha went crazy. Buster was there. It was a few people was there. That was a dope night. But yeah, shit like that in that type of era, that's the type of money I'm playing with. Like, I'm gonna just book Jim. You heard? Tell him pull up. We gonna have shit like that. So yeah. Yeah, hell of an era.
Crazy.
What's up? This is.
So back then, you just book a nigga if you want to get close to him because they know social media. Nasty. Best era ever, man. But yeah, so man, Jim Jones, man, you know, that story about, you know, what Camron was saying, you know, hold on, I can play that one for y'all too. Hold on. Camron story on BMF Jim Jones. Because his story was different. Camron's story was way different. Let's see, hold on. Let me see where this. I wonder if Cam took that down because it's not up here no more. Let's see. Camron. BMF Jim Jones. Hold on. Let's see. Nah. He ain't got it. But, wait, hold on. Let's see if this is it.
And hard for you and all that. Cool, that's the pattern. If they don't put hands on you, make none of this up. You was a fan. I put you down. Myself, Big L, even though Mason Big L on the same page, Bloodshed, my man Herb McGruff, we were super duper popping in the street prior to the internet. Everybody knew we was about to get a record deal. Everybody knew this, nigga. It wasn't no secret. Basically, you heard our freestyles. And you came up to me one day when I was chilling in front of the house, you said, and this word to my dead mother, yo, man, I heard the freestyles, y'all killing shit. Yo, you know my grandmother died. If y'all wanna come by and just hang out, y'all could, y'all more than welcome. We like, all right, Jomo, thanks. It didn't really make sense at the time because we like, yo, my nigga, where's Jomo inviting us to his house for? Even though he cool nigga. But it didn't make sense to be going to Jomo house. More freestyles come out. Yo, I heard the new shit you did. I heard the new shit you did. Yo, you want to come through? Come through. Why? Why are we going to Jomo's house? Cool. One day, I'm leaving Mace's house on the west side, going back to the east side. I stop at Jomo's house. His grandmother died, God bless her dad. And he had a free crib. So yeah, I would bring some bitches over there to fuck sometime. A little crack maybe. I'd be at everybody's house though. I love my grandparents. My grandparents were strict. I stayed at Duke the God house. I stayed at Mace with Cuda. I stayed at her. I stayed a bunch of. I never needed nowhere to stay. You act like niggas on your couch. You was a fan, nigga. You begged us. You are a fan, nigga. A fan. We didn't grow up with you. I am from 100.
Hold on, he's killing him right there, so we don't get past that.
Keep going on and on and on. And I ain't promoting none of this. I think it's cool that you cool with
Hold on.
me when BMF pulled up.
Here it is.
When you ran in the hotel, they chased you to the beach.
Right there.
All them niggas, and lucky,
right there.
I had my shit on me and my man Jojo, I ain't gonna say his name, Spanish nigga, you know him. The Spanish nigga who don't care about life, who was with me, is like, who all these niggas coming? So they come this way, and this no disrespect, because Blue's my nigga, Meat's my nigga, all that. And Blue Da Vinci just told this story on his platform or whatever platform recently. He got it 89% right. It's a little off, Blue. I'll tell it on Talk with Flea, my perspective of what happened. But at the end of the day, I don't be out there pumping. They chased you to the beach, nigga. You was in the sand.
Right there.
You was getting wet from the water, from the ocean.
From the water. Remember I said from the water. Yeah, okay, so Jewel said that he was in the hotel, so he don't think he saw it. We just heard Jewel say that. So, I mean, I don't know what story to believe, but I kind of believe, I don't see why Jewel's, he's a third party. Jewel's just trying to keep the peace amongst all of them. Now, this is what I wanted to get at. Jim Jones then went on. Hold on. Okay, I think this is it. It says Jim Jones on Camron questioning 50 Cent about him performing with him. This is what we want to hear. Let's get to it, Jim. Yeah, Jim, this was a good interview right here.
Crazy with the lies. The lies are going crazy on the internet.
I mean, well, the lies start from a narrative, and the narrative starts from a person, and you just got to look at it like that. But I've never been one in my life to care about clearing up no rumors. Like, that shit just takes time out my day from making money. I know who I am. I'm very comfortable in my skin. I stand 10 toes down on everything I believe in. I don't change my pivot, and everybody knows that. I mean, as you can see, I would not be here if I did anything else but be me.
They say that all this happened because he asked 50 Cent a question about you performing in the middle of Camron and 50's feud.
I mean, who knows, man? All this could happen for numerous amounts of reasons. But, yeah, that was crazy what him and 50 had did on TV. Thinking back about it, but it is what it is. We dealing in a world where everything is about media, and the internet is a big place where people make a lot of money on. I understand what people are doing when they have these platforms, and to stay on these platforms, you got to do everything possible to do to make a dollar and make, you know what I mean? So I'm not on no platforms. I'm not a podcaster. I'm not a gossiper. I don't talk about people every day to make a dollar and shit like that. I get up every day and get to the things that I need to do to feed my family, to make sure the company is running, to make sure my employees get paid. Like, I just don't rap. I just don't sit here and engage in this petty shit that's going on the internet. Although it's a great avenue for marketing, and it has helped me out tremendously in the past 2 weeks with it.
I was just about to say that.
And shit like that. So, and this is some shit that you can't pay for. I don't think a company could.
I think he says it right here. Listen up.
Shit that we was able to pull off with everything that's going on, and it's just crazy to see how negative energy could turn to a positive because so many people are worried about negative. You know what I mean? You know how this go. You've been to science class. You know about neutrons and shit like that, right? You look like you do.
I didn't do too good in school. I mean, I did okay. But what were the phone calls like after this went viral? Like,
getting crazy.
As far as
really
what?
Want to see you guys beef.
Don Cooper, what it do? Jim was out there in the ocean with the big drips.
Or to talk to you or have a conversation.
I've had numerous amounts of calls to the point that I kind of stopped picking up my phone because most people are calling with references to everything that's going on, whether it may be y'all should stop engaging, y'all brothers, y'all got to figure it out. Dipset is the most powerful thing ever. My childhood, I can't believe this going on. Like, y'all wrote the blueprint to us coming up. Like, I've been getting so many calls and shit like that. And for me, it's like, it seems like people don't look at the playing field. And it seems like whenever I react to anything, it's taken more seriously than anything else. And it turns into what we have now. And I haven't even said nothing. Like I told, the last thing I crashed was a boat in Bahamas. You can ask my man Ellie, you heard? For real.
Now, one of the things that he brought up that I wanted to ask you about was the whole BMF situation. You know, I think you touched on it before in previous interviews.
Yeah, I talked about this. We talked about this plenty of times. Shouts to BMF. Shouts to Misha. See that he's home. I know I haven't spoke to him, but I do have a relationship with him. I've talked to him a bunch of times while he was incarcerated.
What's up? This is Cam.
Yeah, so, you know, that smoke is heating up. All right. Yeah. Let's get to Donald Trump now. I wanted to talk about this guy right here. Tone was showing me this yesterday. Tone, Tone, you free? This shit right here is crazy. Russian Putin missiles. I saw this last night, B. Niggas better leave him alone, B. Putin leave Trump with disbelief in the missiles he got. Look, this is crazy. All right, so Putin proved, hold on, let me get that, hold on. Putin, Trump. Putin proved, don't play around with them. They got it. They got it, my dudes. They got it. They got these crazy missiles that, like, it's like lightning speed. You can't even see them even coming towards you. I'm trying to see. Is this it? Yo, look at this. Yo, Tone said that the missiles are so crazy that they can lie and say that the aliens are shooting them in the sky. Yeah, bro, look how fast those are coming. Can't even blink your eye. Those are missiles, you guys. Russia's dangerous right now. It's crazy out here right now. Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up. It came up on YouTube a lot. A lot of it came up. Let's see what this is. It's crazy.
America is not going to make Russia do anything. Trump is not a fool. He won't say.
Okay. It says Russia's secret weapon deal. Yo, this is the craziest thing ever, B. They got the secret missiles that not even, like, we worried about this. Trump is worried about this. I ain't gonna hold you. This is crazy. I'm trying to find it. Look at this, B. This is nasty, man.
Have devastated Ukraine for months, but thanks to Canada, that's about to end. Canada has just delivered a cutting-edge air defense.
Look, check this out. The missiles are so fast that they say, right, that when you blink your eyes, this is what I saw last night on YouTube. When you blink your eyes, the missile, like these missiles are being shot from like distances away. That's how fast they're going. You can't even see them. Like you could pick it up on the radar, but you're like, where is it? What are we going to do if Russia gets nasty with us? So, they said that, yo, my man Don Cooper, he said they got invisible drones that stop them, though. What you think? Yo, the invisible drones would be crazy to stop them. But it's like, how the hell can you stop missiles that you cannot see, even if you... Huh? Exactly. How do you stop something after it's fired? I agree with Tony. Even though the drones can see it, it's going so fast, how do you stop it? Like, Don, what do these drones do to stop these missiles? That's what I'm confused about. Okay, hold on. Russian. Donald Trump on new Russian missiles. Let's see what they say out there. Putin missiles leave Trump. They said leaves Trump in this. It says Trump is stressed off this, bro. Look. He is stressed off this, bro. It's a barrier? So what do they do? I'm trying to find some talk on this for us. Trump. Okay, let's see what this is. Donald Trump not backing down, though.
Vladimir Putin that he'll have no choice but to impose taxes and tariffs as well as sanctions if a deal to stop the conflict in Ukraine is not reached soon. Donald Trump is also demanding an apology from a bishop who spoke at a prayer service yesterday in Washington, D.C.
I think we're back to the era of government by Truth Social. We had one late last night against the Bishop of Washington and one this morning, which I'll start with, about Trump's plans for solving the war in Ukraine. It hasn't taken him 24 hours, as he promised on the campaign trail. We still have not seen peace in our time, though we are 24 hours into this presidency. He is tweeting that he will seize some kind of way of doing a deal with Vladimir Putin and hoping that that will persuade him to finish this war. And I'll just read out to you what he has written. I'm not looking to hurt Russia. I love the Russian people and always had a very good relationship with President.
Of course, his wife is Russian, I think. So, Trump's wife is Russian, right? Yeah, come on, his wife is Russian. How can he hate Russia?
Ridiculous war. It's only going to get worse. If we don't make a deal and...
Hold on, let me go grab the pic, y'all. Hold on. All right, we back. I just wanted to grab the pic.
Soon, I have no other choice but to put high levels of taxes, tariffs and sanctions on anything being sold by Russia to the United States and various other participating countries. Now, there is no trade of any significance between Russia and the United States either way since the beginning of this war. There is nothing to tax or put tariffs on that will in any way persuade President Putin to change his behavior. In the first Trump administration, he boasted over and over again that no one had sanctioned Russia as heavily as he had, and yet President Putin still decided to invade Ukraine, even though President Trump continually says that the war would never have happened if it had been on his watch. And we have seen that sanctions imposed by the United States, imposed by the international community on Russia, have not in any way deterred Vladimir Putin from continuing this war. So to feel or to argue, as President Trump seems to be doing, that he can use economic leverage on Vladimir Putin to end this war seems to be a very elementary way of viewing the nature of the conflict. And to go on to the second tweet of really late last night against the Bishop of Washington, who yesterday in her sermon rebuked Vladimir Putin for the way he was handling LGBTQ+ and undocumented migrants, asking him to have mercy. The first time that anyone really has stood up to him for any period of time along the campaign trail, and now he has replied in a post on Truth Social. She was nasty in tone and not compelling or smart. She failed to mention the...
It's crazy, right, Romeo?
people. Many were deposited from jails and mental institutions. It is a giant crime wave that is taking place in the USA. By the way, those numbers are disputed about whether it's undocumented migrants or whether it's actually people born in the USA who are responsible for large levels of crime. But anyway, apart from her inappropriate statements, he continues, the service was a very boring and uninspiring one. She is not very good at her job. She and her church owe the public an apology, which is really calling into question, you know, her theology, saying that she should not be making the kinds of statements that she should. I think it's worth pointing out that not just the Bishop of Washington, but also Pope Francis himself has called Donald Trump's plans to deport undocumented migrants a disgrace.
That's crazy. So yeah, man, I mean, besides the missiles, Donald Trump's got a lot ahead of him, man. You know, he's just getting started. I think he's been in the office, for a week? You know, already we got some drama, some smoke, which is good. You know, this is what we brought Donald Trump in to be, you know, for social media. So, you know, we could have things to talk about. You know what I mean? Come on, when we had Biden, it was a very boring 4 years. You know, America is a loud place. You know, Donald Trump kind of fits perfect for all this nonsense we got going on.
Sheababytv.
You know what I mean? For real, for real. You know, off the bat, you know, we had Transformers. He got rid of the Transformers. He got all of that. You know, he's doing whatever it takes to piss people off. You know what I mean? Already, Donald Trump is staring up the nasty work. So, here goes some more smoke with Donald Trump already. Why did Colombian President Gustavo Petro take a U-turn? Okay, this is what they saying. Nobody want to rock with Trump, man. Look. Donald Trump got the wrong
Hours after denying the touchdown of 2 American deportation flights in the country, Colombia has now taken a U-turn. Colombian President Gustavo Petro offered his presidential plane to repatriate migrants.
Trump is getting crazy.
Mission.
Fox, what up, though? I got something for you, Fox.
Soon after, the American military aircraft with migrants were denied docking at the Colombian airport. The United States President Donald Trump wasted no time in responding. In retaliation, he announced a range of punitive measures, including a 25% tariff on all Colombian goods entering the U.S., said
Fox, I need you to call up. I know you got something to say about this. I know you got something to say about this, Fox. I know you don't like that at all, my boy. Not the Jim Jones part. The whole Kanye West. You know, Drake is your man. He rocking with Dipset, man. He definitely did that to piss off your boy Drake, man. Pissed him right off with this one. You know what I mean? That's some good smoke. But yeah, man. Yeah, I think our job is done here today, man. I think we did enough today. But hold on. Fox is calling. Fox is on the board. Fox, what's goody? Yo, Fox. Hold on, y'all. Fox is here. I don't know. Call must have dropped. I knew Fox wanted to talk about that. Yeah, baby. Fox is definitely upset to see this right here. Fox, call back. Here we go. Fox, what's goody?
Yo, I can hear you now, bro.
Yes, sir. I knew. I was looking to see you because I know how you feel about Kanye West teaming up with Dipset now. You know how Drake feels about Dipset. He said he was the 4th member of Dipset.
Yeah, but Yeezy though, you know them, they been locked in, man, since all them niggas was on Rockefeller. Said, hey, look, that We Are the Champion shit that Kanye did when he was on Rockefeller with Camron and Siegel and all of, man, that's one of the hottest mixtape records of all time.
I know.
So I mean,
I know that one get a pass, right? So you say Kanye West, Drake should give Kanye West a pass for that because you can't lie, he was rocking with them first.
Oh yeah, damn, musically that's a good look though, man. Them dudes made some nice, like they made a lot of nice tracks together. So I mean, I would love to hear music from them for real, like just on some hip hop fan type shit. Yeah, that's straight.
No, that's a fact. But wait,
I ain't mad at Ye, man. Ye gon' hey, we know he ain't the same Kanye he was on College Dropout.
No, that's a fact. So that's a fact. So what you think about all of the smoke heating up all over the streets now that we on like week 3 with this whole Jim Jones, Camron smoke? You know, Drake seems like, I thought Drake, it seems like Drake is probably on Jim Jones's new album. What you think?
Yeah, he might be, man, but I don't know, man. That Jim Jones and Camron shit, area to me, damn, that shit was Snoop and Nelly and Soulja Boy performing for Trump. That's where the smoke at right now. But the shit funny because little do people realize that shit is a false narrative, man. That's the media putting that shit out there. These dudes performed at the crypto ball. Okay? Trump was a fucking guest at the crypto ball. He was supposed to be the special guest, but he never showed up. But that wasn't his party. That wasn't for him. So people mad at these niggas about getting a bag thinking they out here cooning for Trump when that wasn't even the case.
Right. So why didn't Trump show up?
Shit, cuz he ain't want to have, man, Trump ain't want to have nothing to do with that. You already know why he didn't show up. It was too many niggas there, man. Let's keep it real. It was too many niggas in the building. That's why he didn't
JC, what's poppin'? Andrea, what's good, boo?
show up. But let's not get it twisted because he have pardoned a whole bunch of niggas while Joe Biden only pardoned his son. The nigga that he said he wasn't going to pardon before he left office when the shit jumped off, when he got caught with the gun, and then everybody was like, he going to get him out. And he was like, no, I ain't getting him out. Then he got his ass out anyway. So, yeah.
But why did he get him out, though? But wait, why did he get him out?
He pardoned his ass. Biden pardoned that nigga about 2 weeks before his term was up.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he pardoned his ass 2 weeks before his term was up. He said, shit, come on, son. Coming out of jail, son. You ain't got to go to prison for this shit, man. You're a white man in America, and your daddy is the president, and you do not got to go to jail for this pistol.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, who you liking for the Super Bowl?
Man, hey, I ain't even gonna lie, my motherfucking Ravens lost, so I'm mad as hell, bro. Like, I feel like Lamar been the same fucking situation, just how Michael Vick did. You remember when Michael Vick was the shit in Atlanta, but the nigga never had a number one receiver? Like, remember getting on Madden and the nigga had Finneran and old ass Joe Horn and all of them niggas, but they never got him a top dog. When Randy Moss was on the market, they could have got Randy. They didn't get him. That's the same shit Lamar dealing with. He'll never get a fucking number one wide receiver. D-Hop been on the market, didn't get him.
JC, good looking. They gave it to me at the mall.
Didn't get him. That's why we can't win. Why the fuck we can't win? That's why KC gonna take that shit. I see KC taking that shit. I like Philly, but I see KC taking that shit, man.
Yeah, because I feel
another football field out here.
Yeah, I know. He just clutch. He pulls it through every single time. I do think the Kansas City Chiefs got it too, my boy.
Man, did you see how that nigga was running with the ball yesterday? Like, nobody, you didn't even see a defender stick their hand out to try to knock that shit out. I seen that man run between 3 people with the ball just sticking out in one fucking hand, swinging around in his arm, and nobody never tried to knock that shit out.
You talking about homeboy from Philly? You talking about homeboy from Philly?
No, I'm talking about Mahomes' ass. Do you see how funny that nigga look when he scrambled with the ball, man? He be holding the ball out with one hand, he don't protect it, like he don't hold the ball to his body. The nigga just stick his arm out in the air and be running around with the ball. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? I never seen a nigga scramble like that before.
I mean, is it safe to say that, yo, bro, a couple years ago, right? Me and my boy, we was at FanDuel, and we used to gamble a lot at this place, right? And he used to say to me that Mahomes will be, at the end, the greatest quarterback of all times. This is when he got the first ring. I think he's kind of right, my boy. He might be the best of all. He might be better than Brady soon, man. If not now.
I mean, you got to think. The nigga done been to the fucking AFC Championship every year since he started, man. Like, nigga, that's crazy work, man. That's crazy work. That's like LeBron going to 10 finals.
I know.
Yeah, Jordan won.
I know.
Only went to 6, though. Like, he won 6, but he only went to 6.
Yeah.
This nigga LeBron went to 10 straight, nigga. 10 straight.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but see, LeBron, he went to one thing LeBron hasn't done, and this is why I say LeBron, he is the GOAT of the new era, maybe. But I don't know, because there's something about when you 1, 2, 3 three-peat, like Brady's and all of them. Those are the real GOATs. Like LeBron, he never three-peated. I think has LeBron ever repeated? I don't think so.
Yeah, back to back.
He did back-to-backs, right?
Yo, remember they lost that first year to Dallas, to Dirk last year, and then they came back and they won 2 straight.
No, that's a fact. So the only way the Eagles beat Mahomes is if that running back, who the Giants got rid of like fools, is if he's hot like he's been. He had 3 touchdowns. They wasn't even touching him. It looks like he's rolling. If he's rolling like that, you can't beat the Eagles.
Only way he gonna get in the game plan, they gonna have to use Saquon, the whole Saquon. That means Saquon gonna have to catch the ball. Kansas City is not about to let Philadelphia beat them running the football.
Doc Cooper, you right. Because they're gonna definitely cheat for the Chiefs. Guaranteed.
Tight end he got is so good that they gonna have a lot of opportunity to get behind the defense while they got all them boys up there in the box trying to stop Saquon. And I'm going to tell you right now, them little bubble screens on the outside and them halfback screens out the backfield, them shit's going to come in real handy in that Super Bowl. I'm telling you, that's how Saquon going to break his runs. They going to get him on the outside of the defense and then try to let him break one. And if they can do that shit 2 or 3 times in that game, it's going to be over with, because we can keep it real. Kansas City done struggled on offense this year.
No, they did.
Their running game is highly ineffective, man. Like, that shit is not, their running game is not pure. They got 3 running backs, 4 running backs, and that shit still trash. Because
still trash.
Open holes.
Yo, so this is the question. Is the Chiefs defense like that?
No, I don't think, I'm telling you, this was going to show if they like that or not. If Jalen Hurts, man, that nigga going to throw for more than 250. They ain't like that, man.
Easy.
They play against one-dimensional teams. Philly ain't a one-dimensional team. Yes, they run the ball a lot, but I think people keep on forgetting that they got two beasts out there, a wide receiver on the outside, and a beast at tight end that can catch the ball. But if I don't have to beat you by throwing the ball, I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna throw it. I'm gonna run.
That's a fact.
Why would I throw it?
That's a big fact. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, that A.J. Brown dude, he's running his mouth because he should have been thrown out the game yesterday. He was violating the whole game. I was watching him.
Hey, no, that nigga Lattimore was trying to get in. He paused. Hey, Lattimore was trying to get in that man's brain, dog. AJ wasn't going for that shit. He was trying to see if AJ Brown was like that. Look, the day before the game, I was watching some NFL shit, and they was talking about Marshawn Lattimore. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you who it was. That nigga Darryl Green, Hall of Fame DB from the Washington Redskins, Darryl Green. He was talking about Marshawn Lattimore. He said, shit, he really liked that. Like, the boy came from New Orleans. You forgetting, he was the #1 corner in New Orleans. Right. So the boy liked that for real. He was trying to see if A.J. Brown was really like that. And he found out that nigga really liked that. Like, he talked that shit outside the field, but on the field, he really liked that.
That's crazy.
So, hey, that's good football. That shit was good
Now, that was good football yesterday. Tough game. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I took the Redskins on the money line. I thought that they was gonna have the luck of the Irish, but that was a foolish choice. They got blown out.
Man, I'm telling you, guess where your money would have been good at? And they had the draft. They had that shit on the DraftKings. It was the parlay. 40 over 47.5 combined points. AJ Brown anytime touchdown, and then Saquon 100+ yards on the ground. And
that was easy money.
Yeah, that parlay hit, man.
That definitely hit.
That shit was great.
Yeah,
that parlay hit. Even went down when Washington stopped scoring for a minute. I got scared. But once Philly hit their little points, I was like, oh, yeah, it's over with.
Nah, that's a fact. So, wait, one last thing before we get out of here. And this is a fact. You think Drake is on that Jim Jones album?
He might be. Shit, he might be on there. Hey, then it might be a whole diss track, but I don't know, man. Because Jim's supposed to be Damu, man, and well, that's blood for all y'all people that don't have no kind of idea about gangs and shit. But Jim's supposed to be Damu, so I don't know if he really like out here putting Drake on records and shit, and then still having to go to the West Coast and promote his record and pay niggas for protection and shit like that, like, because them LA niggas, they all riding together. So you just ain't finna go out there like, that's crazy. That's one thing I seen about LA. Niggas can say whatever they want to say about LA, but when some shit go down, all them niggas link up together. They don't give a fuck. Blood, Crip, whatever. They like, shit, nigga, it's the city.
You say it's the city. They don't care about none of that.
You fucking with the whole city. Hey, yeah, that's crazy.
That's a fact.
Man, Kendrick might have all them niggas that was at the pop out at the Super Bowl show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. How do you think that's going to turn out for the Super Bowl?
It gonna be trash, nigga. I hope Lil Wayne throw a fucking concert in New Orleans the same night. I hope the Hot Boys throw a secret show in New Orleans, nigga, just to pop up and just have that shit off the chain, nigga. It just take the spotlight from this nigga weak-ass halftime show. Don't nobody want to see that shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Be real. What kind of halftime show is that? That's like them having like basically Malcolm X or Martin Luther King come up there and speak during halftime. Nigga, this supposed to be entertainment. We don't want to hear. Well, nigga, we ain't trying to hear no speeches and shit. We don't want to hear no lyrical speeches. This shit is supposed to be about entertainment.
Yeah, I want to see some energy, not a nigga just up there talking. Yeah, give me the energy. I agree.
What entertaining records do he really have?
Just not like us. That's all I know.
Okay, so he finna be out there pandering to a crowd that's, let's just keep it real, is at least 65% white people. They don't know shit about Kendrick music for real.
Yeah, I know. They might just be looking at Kendrick until he play Not Like Us.
Okay, then, if they let him play that shit, because I don't really know if the NFL, don't nobody up there, you know what I'm saying the shit that he was saying in that song like that, and like, I don't know if they really gonna be with that. So I highly doubt if they even let him perform the song. What might happen is he might walk out to the beat or something, and everybody think he gonna play it, but he ain't about to damn perform that song.
Don Cooper, I see you. I want to see Kendrick. I want to see Kendrick Drake trash. Facts, Tootie.
Ain't no way they finna let.
They saying in the comments they rather see Kendrick. They saying in the comics they rather see Kendrick. Your man Drake is trash.
It ain't got to be Drake performing. I'm just asking the question. Let's take Drake out the equation. Who the fuck is Kendrick finna actually entertain for a halftime show? This shit. Him and his show, that nigga had what? A minute on the stage? Long enough to spit about a verse, and then that nigga was gone?
Gone.
Like,
gone.
It wasn't, like, it ain't that, man. His music, not that. It's not for that crowd.
Yeah. So you're saying no matter what song he performed,
it didn't make sense.
So he ain't got not one song that people gonna feel. You say he don't got one song?
I mean, he won the song he just came out with. Like, that's it. Other than that, like, them folks don't know. Like, the crowd that's out there watching the Super Bowl, the crowd that's paying all that money to go to them shows is not the crowd that was at the pop-out. You see what I'm saying? It's not that kind of crowd.
It's not.
You catering to the damn Drake, Taylor Swift, fucking Juice WRLD, Tyler Creator. You catering to that type of world.
Yo, they saying in the chat. They saying in the chat they love you, but you sounded like DJ Academics today, man.
Man, it's true. Okay, so why can anybody say or name any song other than Not Like Us that Kendrick can get up there and perform for this hundreds of millions of people that's not his normal demographic?
Yeah, I know. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to see
tracks.
I can't give you 5 tracks. Tony, you got 5 tracks Kendrick Lamar could perform at the Super Bowl? Tone said not really. So you saying you said who got a better chance?
The NFL. They had a better chance of getting more eyeballs putting Rick Ross performing at the Super Bowl than Kendrick.
Okay, here's a question for you. Who moves the crowd more at the Super Bowl? Kendrick Lamar or LaMelo Ball brother? What's the guy's name? The Ball brother. Pause.
Hey, you talking about Jello? You talking about
Jello or Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl?
Swerve around that corner. Hey, Jello, shit, he performed at the Lions game at halftime. They had him out there at the playoff game. That's why them niggas lost. They better not let that trash-ass nigga come out there and perform no song. Damn, they did that shit in Detroit. All the rappers they could have got, nigga T Grizzly, nigga, they could have got the Cheddar Boys. You know what I'm saying? They could have got Rock Bottom, some niggas from the city. They went and brought Jello.
That's a fact. Hold on. Nisha's in the building. Hold on. Nisha's in the building. Yeah, my brother said they stopped playing the LaMelo song.
Yeah, because, man, that shit made the Lions lose. Everybody was like, that shit
That's
like
true,
being
Tone.
on the Madden cover,
It
man.
made
It
the
was
Lions
just bad
lose.
news. Hey, that shit was just bad news, bro. It's crazy. The NFL, we knew the Kansas City Chiefs was going to the Super Bowl. Like, long as they made it to the AFC Championship, they was going to win that game. Did you see all them trash-ass calls yesterday? And then did you see how they kept showing Taylor Swift and shit, making sure they show Taylor Swift? They going to put her on, like, they going to make sure she get on the screen. This bitch don't wear no pads. She don't got on no helmet. She ain't damn doing the national anthem or nothing. They just keep showing her.
Yo, my brother's laughing. What you say, Tone? He said every time they make a bad call, they show Taylor Swift.
Hey, look, hey, shout out to Tone, man. Hey, he know what I'm saying too. They making sure they put her on the screen, and that's why Kansas City keep on winning, because everybody who loves Taylor Swift, they don't care if they get to see her ass for 5 seconds on the screen. They gonna watch the whole game to see her for them 5 seconds. So the NFL know what they doing, man. Like, they know what they doing, and I hope Kansas City get their ass whooped for real, because that's gonna be the funny part, to see her over there crying with Travis Kelce. But I ain't gonna lie, I like that white boy style. Pause. How that nigga got up there and was talking about getting busy with Shorty after the game with the whole crowd, had him singing a song with him, and she was out there and they kept showing on camera and she was looking stupid. And I'm like, yeah, he talking about smashing you. Like, that shit was funny.
That's a fact. Tone said you have to realize something. Tone said you gotta put the money on Kansas City, because he heard something yesterday that the NFL, they want Mahomes to four-peat, because this is for the records. They just want to break records. When will they ever have another team that can win 4 times in a row? The record is 3, right?
It's set up in the box. And everybody love him, for real. Not everybody, but you know, she got 1 billion people that love her.
He said they just want her to sit in the box.
20 million of them gonna watch the TV just to catch her for 5 seconds.
Yo, and it's so funny because it's like when they show her, it's like she's hugging people. It's like she's up there having the time of her life.
Hey, the question is, how much is they charging for them tickets knowing that she's showing up? I guarantee you, if you go and look at the playoff tickets from the last 3 years before this year, and we know Kansas City been doing the same thing this season that they've been doing, go look at the numbers for them playoff tickets and see how much they was charging before Taylor Swift started showing up. It's sitting in the box.
Oh yeah. Those box seats up there next to her, you probably can't even get in there. Those are probably only family and friends in there. Like, come on, they just gotta have, you can't even pay to get in there, bro. I don't think so.
The whole field in general, just for a nigga to sit on row Q, seat 87 with his binoculars and look up there in the box to see Taylor Swift, find out how much his tickets cost. I bet they about 3 or 4, 5 times more than they was 3 years ago, and it ain't just because of inflation, it's because of the Taylor Swift effect that the NFL taking advantage of, and that makes sense.
No, that's a fact.
Shit. That like if I had a nigga who face was all over TV coming to buy my weed all the time, then shit, I'll make sure niggas know, like, shit, that nigga smoking a pack, that's my shit. Y'all niggas need to come. This that A1 premium.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Your boo Nisha's in there saying Fox.
Hey, yeah, tell Nisha I said what up though. Hey, it's all about that wet 3, man. Her and shit.
It's all about the wet 3. The wet 3 is definitely wet 3.
Michelle, Patricia, the wet 3.
Yeah, I know a night with any one of them is unbelievable. I know a night with the big 3 definitely is unbelievable.
Hey, yeah, see, guess what? They need to